Garmin or Fitbit? Which fitness band or fitness watch are you gonna go with? How do you decide? Well, one very important factor in deciding which is right for you is knowing the differences in their supporting software, Garmin Connect and the Fitbit app. I've used both, and today I'm gonna tell you the differences, strengths, and weaknesses between the two. Let's get into it. Hey, if any of these videos from myself or my colleagues have helped you, consider hitting all those little buttons down here at the bottom, the subscriptions and thumbs and all that type stuff, so you will catch when we upload the latest video and when we run our weekly contest, giving away free stuff, y'all. So there's a lot one can talk about when we look at what Garmin and Fitbit both offer, and they both offer some excellent experiences for everyone. From those just beginning a fitness journey to those more advanced and looking to maintain a certain level of fitness or augment their fitness routines with stats about how hard they worked out or the routes they traveled if they ride a bike and more. And behind every good piece of fitness hardware is a solid companion app experience. In this case, that would be Garmin Connect and Connect IQ or the Fitbit app. Mated to one of their devices like Garmin's Fenix series or Venu 2 Plus or Fitbit Sense or Charge 5, those companion apps bring your fitness outings full circle and actually provide the feedback you need to complement the info you get on your wrist. I mean, that's the whole purpose, right? To get actionable info from your workouts so you can make the right decisions about what you're doing with consistency and make good progress toward your goals. Comparing these two apps, I'm going to break this look down into 4 categories: at a glance info, workout controls and guidance, fitness and workout stats, and workout readiness forecasting. Why not onboarding and setup? Well, I have to say that when it comes to setting up a new device or using the device and app for the first time, both companies have done a great job of making the experience intuitive. Setup is straightforward, and they both pretty much hold your hand and walk you through the process. At a glance, each app has their own today screen, which will show you a current and past overview of what you and your body have done for a particular day. This is the top-level overview of all your health stats and metrics. Arranged in a card or tile view, these stats on both apps are customizable. To customize the info for your Today screen in the Fitbit app, you have to actually be on today's stats. If you're looking back through your stats to previous days, you'll notice that the edit button is not there. With Garmin Connect, just scroll to the bottom of the screen and select Edit My Day. I'm going to call this feature a wash because there are things I like more about each. Fitbit has the edge when it comes to historical data because it's easier to go back to previous days and see at a glance what I did all in one summation of the Today page. With Garmin, you can see today, yesterday, and the sum of your stats from the last 7 days. But with Garmin's My Day screen, you have the ability to see your day condensed or expanded. And when condensed, you can see your last 7 days as averages. Truly at a glance. Whereas Fitbit has you scrolling through the page if you have all the tabs enabled. So, at a glance is a tie in my book. Pro tip, if you want to see previous days for a given metric of that day, tap on it, then you'll be able to look back, but only for that particular metric. Now, in terms of workout controls and guidance, each app allows you to add workouts to your device, but Garmin actually allows you to download golf courses and pre-build workout routines, whereas with Fitbit, you'll have to start and finish an exercise before moving on to the next one. And this is also an area where Garmin outshines Fitbit if you're a gym rat or even a casual lifter wanting to track your progress over time. When building those routines, those workout routines, you'll notice that you can add in weights, reps, and sets, similar to some popular workout journaling apps. You can even set your current 1 rep max and more as sort of a fit test to track how far you've come since you started. This is huge for me and is a feature which has been requested on Fitbit's community forums but has yet to be implemented. And that brings me to the next feature when we're talking about controls and guidance. Both companies give you the ability to see examples of weightlifting movements, but only one allows you to see that on your phone, which is great because not all devices sold by either company allow you to see those movements on your wrist. Basically, if your on-wrist device doesn't have a large display, you won't get those exercise examples. And so far, I have to say that Garmin Connect is fairly exhaustive in its exercises and video examples. Now, to be fair, Fitbit offers a similar option, but it's part of their premium tier and not quite the same. Where Connect has specific exercise demos, so you'll know how to perform the exercise correctly, Fitbit offers workout videos from expert trainers who will walk you through a routine and how to execute that properly. But again, you're going to pay for that. In terms of workouts and workout guidance, along with the ability to send those workouts to the device on your wrist, along with their shortcuts, the only thing you'll need to be wary of is that some workouts don't work with some watches on both platforms. For example, the HIIT workout can't be added as a shortcut to Garmin's Vivo Active Fitness Band, but can be added to the Venu 2 series smartwatches. One more note on guidance, you can enable spoken audio prompts in the Connect app if your device supports them. The Venu 2 Plus I've been reviewing doesn't, so that option doesn't appear, but Garmin does make devices which support audible cues for things like heart rate, miles run, etc. Currently, Fitbit has no devices which support audible cues, but you can carry your phone on a run with you and turn on audible cues from the app, and they'll play out from your phone. Downside is that requires you to start the workout from your phone and not your watch, which is a bit counterintuitive because then your watch isn't tracking your workout. I'm going to give it to Garmin Connect for this one because of the depth of their exercise and workout tracking, but with the caveat, it is deep and it is a lot, which can be intimidating for some users. So for those folks, they may find Fitbit to be a bit more simple to learn with less investment in time to get through all that it offers in terms of workout stats and tracking. In terms of fitness stats, it's a wash as well, actually. Both offer beautiful graphs and maps of your walks, runs, and more. The way the data is presented may appeal differently to some users, but that will definitely be a preference thing instead of an objectively superior experience on either. As with other functions, I will say that the data is a deeper dive with a few more data points in the Connect app, but you're getting pretty close to having the same information on either. One of the points which I do like in terms of your stats, it's called something different in each app. Connect calls it intensity minutes, while Fitbit calls it active zone minutes. I think Fitbit does a better job of explaining in the app what exactly active zone minutes are and how they're calculated and how you benefit, but both apps give you a running readout of your active zone intensity minutes, which are both in line with the American Heart Association's recommendation that you should have 150 minutes of moderate or 75 minutes of vigorous activity a week to keep your ticker ticking properly and the rest of your body working as it should. Fitbit's devices, depending on the watch face used, tend to place this data more front and center so that you're actively aware of how your daily progress is going toward your weekly goal. And are you really ready to meet those goals? Both watches are going to help you ascertain that in a manner which is especially helpful for those newer to the fitness lifestyle. I think after a while, you get more used to how your body feels after workouts, and during times when you're getting less sleep than usual or feeling ill and your workouts are taking a heavier toll on you physically, so you need to slow down that week, maybe. But for those newer, Connect's body battery and Fitbit's Daily Readiness Score are quite helpful. They both take all your health metrics, your heart rate during workouts, your heart rate variability, the amount of sleep you've been getting, and tell you if you're ready to work out that day. I could spend a dozen minutes talking about heart rate variability, or HRV, but the short of it is that your watches track the difference in time between heartbeats, which is different than your heart rate, which is the amount of beats per minute. Tracking the variation in time between beats can tell you a lot about how you're handling stress, even psychological stress. Now, with Fitbit, the Daily Readiness Score is a premium feature that you're going to have to pay for, and with Garmin Connect, it's included free. I will say that overall, from a news you can use perspective, I do prefer the way Fitbit breaks down the Daily Readiness Score. As is Fitbit's paradigm, it is just easy to read, easy to digest, and easy to act upon. 3 metrics clearly laid out. Tapping on each one takes you to a graph with a clear explanation of what it's telling you and how that factors into your body's readiness to work out. What I like about Garmin's is that it shows you at the beginning of your day where you're at and will update throughout the day as you expend energy. So by the end of the day, your body battery should be pretty well depleted, showing that you've put in a good amount of work that day in terms of your exercise. I'm going to give Fitbit the win here, though, with the caveat that in order to get this info so easily accessible, you're going to have to allow Fitbit to access your wallet. Whether that's worth it to you or not is up to you. You could use it as a beginner until you really get to know how your body responds to the stresses of life and vigorous workouts, then cancel your subscription once you're comfortable with assessing your own readiness. So, let's wrap this all up, shall we? Fitbit or Garmin Connect? I'd have to say that for the really casual person, new to fitness routines and smartwatches or trackers, Fitbit is going to be the easiest with the shortest learning curve. Garmin Connect really does give you a lot of options and great content that you don't have to pay a premium for, though you can download the Garmin Connect IQ app, which is their store, and there are items you can purchase and freebies to level up what you can already do with the Connect app. At the end of the day, I think the most important part of the purchasing decision here is going to be which device you're going to mate the companion app to. A device like the Fitbit Sense or Garmin Venu 2 Plus, a tracker like Fitbit's Charge 5, ultimately with either company's offering, I don't think you can go wrong, and I find their companion apps to be the best on the market for software that is not operating system specific, meaning it only works with iOS or Android. Unlike Connect and Fitbit, which work on both OSs, just like their fitness bands and their smartwatches. So that's everything. Those are the, most important things, because there really is quite a few other things in each app in terms of levels of customization and all kinds of different things. But in terms of the most important aspects of utilizing both Garmin Connect or the Fitbit platform, that's the most important part. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, anything I didn't answer, leave it in the comments below. I'll get to it. I'm Tshaka Armstrong for reviews.org. Don't take it lightly that you spent your time here with us today. Check you out on the next video.